What's going on, guys? It's Cimo. We're here at Pro Play Tour Philadelphia with your first place winner, Mr. Kevin Lopez. How are you doing, my friend?
I'm doing okay.
All right, so how do you feel?
I feel a little frantic, but I feel pretty good. I feel like excited. It hasn't hit me yet. I actually won.
So what'd you decide to go with?
I played Orcust.
And why did you opt to go for that deck?
I felt the most comfortable, and a lot of my friends helped me pick certain cards to play for this event.
Sure, good enough. Well, let's go ahead and see what you got.
Okay, so for my hand traps, I played 3 Ash, 2 Ogre, 2 Bell, and I played Impermanence, but that's later on. So.
Any reason for this particular lineup, or obviously the Bell is the interesting card here.
So I wanted just like more hand traps, and like Ogre's really good, but like Bell just has random applications. Like you can hit a DD Crow when they're trying to like post board. You can hit Ray when you're trying to kill them. You can hit like Spinny or Foxy when they're trying to do it. Just has like a lot of weird. It randomly hits Pisty too. So, but it has like a lot of random utility, and it's just like a really good card.
Cool.
I played 3 Vishuda. This card was actually insane. It was a little weak at the start of the event, but in Top Cut it overperformed.
So for people who don't know what this is is still relatively new. So how does this work?
So the way this works is you reveal 2 specialists, so they have a chance to negate. If they do so, then it goes straight. It's only once per turn. So it's basically almost like a Cyber Dragon. It's just another body. So once you summon him, you can make a Link 1, and his great effect is if you control a face-up non-effect monster, you can banish it and bounce a card. It could be any card. It could be a Spell Trap or a monster. So this card is just insane. It takes out something and forces them to do certain actions.
And you just get the Link 1 Tenny on the field too. So.
And you can do cool plays with the Tenny. You can, since it points down, you can make a Phoenix or you can make a Cerberus and like draw a card from it. And it's pretty cool for utility and stuff. And
sure.
Just going through your engine. I played 3 Scrap Recycler.
I love this card.
And 1 Armageddon Knight. So a lot of people play Mathematician. I think Mathematician is good, but I think this is better because sometimes you just need to send other parts of your engine. So you can send like a Wand, you can send Nightmare, you can even send Skeleton if you need. So these were MVPs, because it's like the main point of my deck is have another body and then play a Dumper. So this was like fantastic all weekend. These single-handedly won games by themselves. I played 2 Orcust Nightmare, 2 Harp, 1 Wand, and 1 Skeleton.
Standard.
Yeah, so I played 2 because it's 40 count, so I just didn't feel comfortable drawing like multiples of this, so it's just like these are blanks unless you don't have a Dumper. For spells, I played 3 Instant Fusion. So for Thousand Eyes and Winda, which I didn't really get to Winda anyone this weekend except for the finals for a turn. Yeah, that's the only time it really came up, but Thousand Eyes came up a couple times. But this was really good. Call by the Grave. This card is insane. It just makes sure that all your plays go through. So there's not much to say about this. It becomes strike once if nothing happens to you. 3 Engage. I love this card to death. I play 1 Eagle Booster, 1 Widow, and 1 Drones.
So the Widow is interesting here. So are you playing this for like a go second option here? Or what was the mentality behind that?
So the mentality is once I know what I'm playing, or I can basically either set up a Widow with a Bomber, or a Trisbane with a Bomber, or something with a Bomber and Eagle Booster. And a lot of the plays is you get Drones, you summon Kagari, then you summon a Dumper, so you already have 2, so you can add back Engage and grab one of these 2. And then later on, if you see another Engage, it doesn't become dead and you'll have 3 spells by then, so then it just becomes a Pot of Greed. So it just becomes really good, and it always gives you something to search if you see one or the other. So it's just been really good all throughout the weekend. I took monsters to even do my Orcust combo. Played 1 Babel, 1 Foolish, and 2 Cosmic Cyclone. So I chose Cosmic Cyclone over Twin Twister because it's just a 1-for-1, and Like discarding cards kind of feels bad in this deck. Like it doesn't feel bad, but it does. It only feels good when you have an Orcust. Every other card I just want to have in my hand because I play a decent amount of hand traps and engine cards and stuff. So this just trades 1 for 1, and there's a lot of cards that you just want to banish in this format. Okay, for traps, I play 2 Crescendo and 2 Impermanence. The second Crescendo comes up if you're in a grind state. If you go second, you're most likely probably siding one out. This is just really good, and maybe she could have been Valor just to be another monster. That came up 1 game that I lost, but during Swiss. But besides this was just really good. I usually set these in scale zones to play around Pendulum because Pendulum is pretty frequent. It's actually really scary. So extra or side?
Oh, whichever.
Okay, so for my extra deck, I played 2 Thin Gearsu, 3 Galatea, 1 Long Gearsu for all my Orcust monsters. I played Nightmare Phoenix, Nightmare Cerberus, Mermaid. Those are you need 2 targets for 1 Mermaid. I was a little scared that people were going to play the Dragon Link deck and then they were going to banish my 1 Mermaid, which was a little scary. But,
that would be scary.
Yeah. But if it happens, I would just try to play around it as best as I could. But 2 Mermaids is not necessary. I played the Monk. That's the 10E target. 1 Kagari, Bomber, and Borosword. Borosword was the MVP. I probably Borosword killed like at least like 14 times with this card. It was just insane. I love that card. And then the Winda and Thousand Eyes. Okay. So for my side deck, I play 1 Trisbana.
So what's the logic behind this?
Okay, so the logic is Bomber's only good against combo decks or like decks that summon a lot of monsters. So that card becomes dead against those matchups. So you can just side this in, and then every other matchup that Bomber's bad in, this is really good in. So like against Draco, against Sky Striker. This is how it beat a lot of my Sky Striker matchups. I couldn't find room in my extra deck because I wanted to play like all the rest of the cards, but it was fantastic throughout the whole weekend too. No one saw it coming. 3 Twin, just for backward removal if need be. 2 deck lockdown.
Okay, so
yeah.
How did you get this idea?
Okay, so I've been telling my friends for weeks that I've been wanting to play this card. I could only find 2 because no one has this card.
What does it do for people who don't know? Because this is kind of an obscure card.
Okay, but. So you do your Orcust combo, and then if you have this card in your hand, you drop it, and this card says you cannot add cards. So it's basically a Colossus, and it also is Vanity's Emptiness, where you can't special from deck. So it's just fantastic. You drop it on them, and they usually freeze. And you have a Thin Gearsu, so unless they have Cosmic, it has 2 lives.
Seems pretty good.
Yeah, and it was fantastic. Mind Control, Crank, and 1 of each Kaiju. So the reason why I play 1 of each is if you by chance draw 1 of them, you can still do an Orcust combo and then summon and beat over the other one. So Mind Control was insane. Pankratops was insane. I wish I kind of was able to fit more of each one of these, except for maybe the Kaijus. Kaijus were fine. They won me the top 4 match. That was an insane match. I wish it was on stream. And 3 Droll. So Droll's only for Pendulum. Dragon Link, for some reason adds a lot of cards too, so you can put it against Dragon Link, and it's for Thunder Dragon.
Cool. Is there anything you wish you would have changed in retrospect? I mean, obviously you won.
Yes. All right. So if I could change anything, I actually might have not played deck lockdown because it was horrible in Swiss, but when it worked, it won my top 16 matchup against Pendulum, and it was really good in the final against Pendulum. So I think I just wanted more copies of Mind Control, but deck lockdown was just also fantastic. So I'm not sure if I would change anything, but everything was pretty good. Cool. I felt really happy with it.
Awesome. Well, any final shout outs or anything?
I would like to shout out Steve Gleason, Evan Berlaga, Ryan Judge, all the guys from Ron's Comic World. They're all fantastic, and they helped me basically win this event. So.
Awesome. Perfect. Well, thank you so much, Kevin. Congratulations. Thank you. We'll see you at the Invitational. Right. $10,000 prize pool in January.
All right. Thank you.